Greetings warriors, FiOth here, and in this video I will be breaking down the talents, skill tree and perks in Asterigos. Initially I made the vid only with the very basics, but now it's time to move on to kinda more advanced stuff. This is after you reach the hub area. So we're gonna start with the basics and then we're gonna move on and explain how things should be unlocked and how they should be equipped in order for them to be functional in a build. Let's get to it. So first and foremost, you go to ability, and here you have 4 tabs: ability points, talent points, setting skills and setting perks. We're gonna start with attribute points. As far as I understand so far, there are no requirements when it comes to the stats and what skills or perks you can unlock. Totally different entities. This tab dictates your stats. If you click X or square or whatever button you have on your keyboard, you can see an explanation of what everything is. Precision is tied to attack, Constitution is tied to your HP, Arcane is tied to your AP increase, that's the action points you get back, and skill damage. Then the actual attack rating that you see at the top tab is the attack power, the HP is your total HP points, and then we have skill damage rate at the very bottom, the additional damage you deal with skills, and astral points recovery rate. Those are the action points that you have to have at your disposal by performing normal attacks in order to use special attacks, or as the game calls them, skills. So I have a 565 at the moment in this point in the game. I'm gonna put all my points into precision here because it's been pretty survivable so far, but I want to have a little bit more damage, and you have to confirm this by holding the confirmation button, and this locks it. Now, if you're asking if it is possible to respec, it is. You buy an item from Quintus, and you can respec whenever you want. Okay, Quintus is an NPC pretty early on in the game. You have access to his arsenal of goods, and you can just purchase a consumable that will allow you to respec. I'm gonna show you the guy at the beginning of this vid. So we're coming out of here, and then we go to talent points. As soon as you reach the hub area, you will unlock this disc. It has 4 quadrants. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're starting from here, from the Stormbreaker. You always start from the Stormbreaker, and the Stormbreaker is a skill. It's an active that is tied to a shortcut. You can see it right here at the bottom of my screen. So we start from Stormbreaker. The idea is you unlock nodes like Rocksteady, Adrenaline Rush, Magic Gem, or Triple Force, and then you go into these blue stars that are perks. Perks are double-edged swords. They give you something as a benefit, and then they take something away. Some are more blatantly negative, and some are just small sacrifices that you have to make. Let's take quick recovery, for example. Dodge earlier when you're knocked down, but at a greater SP cost. SP is your stamina. And of course, you have to set them in order to be able to use them, and you set them here in this menu. Anything you don't want, you can just deactivate, and it will not be a detriment anymore. Of course, you will not be gaining the benefits either. Now, when it comes to talents, starting from, as we said, Stormbreaker, you will be able to move to the rest of the abilities around Stormbreaker from the adjacent connection points. It will take a couple of minutes for you to get in here and just read what you want to unlock, make your choices, and then invest talent points. Eventually, what you're aiming to do is unlock the skills. This is a staff skill, for example. It's called Northwind Sanctuary. Creates a zone that improves your poise, making you less likely to be interrupted by attacks. So this creates like a protection zone that will increase your poise. And then you can go to impact conversion, gain AP when damage or blocking, but gain less AP from attacking. For example, you can go and unlock anything you deem useful that will lead into further development of the character. It's pretty expansive, so early in your run I would suggest you come in here, give it 5 minutes to read everything, and you have a way of traversing it, so you will have your preferences laid out to you. Now, as soon as you unlock some skills, this Gale Force, for example, looks good to me. I will unlock it, and I will confirm it. And now it's locked. I cannot take it back unless I respect my character. I go back, and I'm gonna set skills. And now, by default, it's set on X. It takes 25 AP to activate. And not stated, it creates a zone quite wide, and inside this zone I have increased damage. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. At the bottom right you can see that I lost 25 AP, and now the buff is active. Now this gentleman right here, after you meet him, you will come through.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
The very first door that he opens for you, and you can buy Elixir of Renewing for 500 Stardust. And with this elixir, I'm gonna buy it by the way, because I will undoubtedly need it, you can respect your character once. Okay, so this is one respect that you can do, and then the elixir is gone and you have to find another. Don't be too stingy with those things though, because you know, playing the character you like is more important than just hoarding consumables. So this is it. This is the talents and skills and the attributes, but those are kind of easier to understand. I will be covering pretty much everything in Asterigos, guys. So sub, like, share, hit the notification bell if you wanna watch more content like this. I might eventually stream the game as well. I wanna go through my first playthrough, you know, focusing on the story and the events that take place in it. But after that, I can go on another playthrough and maybe stream it. Leave me a comment if you'd like to watch something like this. And until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!